Hi guys, this was wonderful. Wes Streeting from the Labour Party calling out the Tories for what they have become. Cranks, crackpots and conspiracy theorists. I would actually go a step further and refer to them as headbangers. So what Labour have been attempting to do is contrast themselves with the Conservatives, show that the future government would be one that rules based on logic and reason, not on rhetoric and conspiracy. Is this the breath of fresh air that people need? Have a listen.
I'm very proud of the fact that the Labour Party is appealing to the country rather than repelling people. And my goodness, that change couldn't have come at a better time, really. When you look at the cranks, the crackpots and the conspiracy theorists that have taken over the Conservative Party, when you've got cabinet ministers, notionally serious cabinet ministers like Mark Harper on your programme this morning, peddling conspiracy theories as if he's been doom-scrolling TikTok, trying to find the most
I will ask him about
bonkers things to say from the conference platform. What are these people doing? And how on earth does this address the biggest crises in our country, the cost of living crisis, the NHS crisis? And here's the kicker for Rishi Sunak. He can't be the change the country needs because his government, as 13 years, has been part of the problem. Only Labour can give Britain its future back, and that's the case we're making here in Liverpool this week.
Wes Streeting, we'll see how Mark Harper reacts to being described as a bit bonkers.
Well, tell him he should apologise and tell him to get his act together and start behaving like a serious government with the little time they've got left.
Wes Streeting.
Wonderful. And he's correct. Yes, they have been acting like cranks, crackpots and conspiracy theorists because that's what they're chasing. They believe that they can win, or they believe they can hold on to a few seats if they appeal to the craziest people in society. We saw it with ULEZ, once again, the craziest people in London supporting protests against ULEZ, where they believe that it's nothing to do with reducing pollution. It's all about grabbing money. It's all about taking money from working people. The Tories are desperate. Now, what Wes Streeting has said here, the focus should be on the cost of living, it should be on the NHS, is completely correct. The Tories are not focusing on the cost of living because they can't. Was it Lee Anderson? Yes, Lee Anderson, who said, we can't win on Brexit, we can't win on Boris, we have to focus on culture wars. And that's what they're doing. Demonizing immigrants, demonizing foreigners, demonizing the European Union, demonizing people on benefits, demonizing people who can't find jobs or who aren't working at the moment. And not focus on the real issues. The real issue, of course, being the NHS and the cost of living crisis, and schools and crumbling infrastructure and others as well. But the main issue at the moment is, of course, the cost of living crisis. And the Tories are not focusing on that because they know that they can't win on that. Because they are part of the problem. You need to get rid of them in order to deal with the problem. Now, whether the Labour Party can actually deal with the cost of living crisis is another thing, but all they need to do is convince people that, yes, the Tories are a disaster, we are going to fix it. We are the party of repair. And I think if they continue with this rhetoric, if they continue with this line, they will win. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.